Welcome, Cozy Gamers. Aenne is here, and we're about to journey to more demos, I guess, at this point. The second video this week for demos, since June is the month for cozy demos. Now, before we get started going over these games, I just want to go ahead and thank everyone. I have reached 100 subscribers this month, so thank you so much. I appreciate you, Anita, for posting that as well. I really appreciate it, and I want to thank everyone else as well. Hopefully, I would reach 125 and 150. We're going to go 25 increments here. I'll be happy with that. Now, with that being said, all these demos are available on Steam. The only one I think may not be available after today is the last one I'm going to cover, and I'll get into that once I reach there. So with that being said, let's go ahead, let's get started. So game number 1 is Word Factori. Now, this game is probably not a typical cozy game, some of you guys would think, but I think it's cozy just due to the sense that while it's a puzzle game, there's no time restraints. There's nothing stopping you from, stopping your factory in this case, because what you're doing is you're creating words from the letter I, and you have to bend them and reshape them in order to create other letters. So you need logic in order to create the letters, and then of course this does have a high score aspect as well. So if you want to challenge yourself using your logic and the mechanism in the game in order to get higher points. Also, the music is wonderful. Oh my god, combine the music with the luminous, I don't want to say luminous, can't even say the words, I don't even know why I'm saying it, but the not timed, we're gonna go with that word. It's untimed, so therefore you don't have to worry about rushing, and if you make a mistake, you can stop it and start over again. Now, this game may not be for you if you don't like challenges or puzzles that require for you to figure things out. Now, this game will be for you if you enjoy that, but you also want a comfortable setting for you to figure it out. I will be keeping an eye on this game. I love a good challenge, but mostly there are stickers you can collect by playing the word of the day, and you can create word art. So that alone is going to keep my eyes strictly on this game for just a little bit longer. Now, number 2, Bubblegum Galaxy. I will admit, the first time I opened the game, the first thing that came to mind was Katamari. The design of the office, the way the character design is, and the music as well, literally made me think, oh, Katamari. And then I started thinking to myself, oh, wait, I haven't played that game for a while. I should go play that game, which I didn't. I played the demo. But yeah, that alone has me just practically almost sold on this game. I love Katamari. I just love the craziness of that game. If you guys don't know what it is a Japanese game where you literally you start rolling objects, and then you get other objects to stick to that object. So you're just going to make a really big ball, and you're just going to gather different stuff to save the universe. That's a nutshell, but yeah, that also has high scores and so forth, has a challenge, and the game's actually very hard if you don't know what you're doing. Half the time I don't know what I'm doing. So, but besides that, let me go on to the topic here. I should cover the new Katamari game on Switch, but that's a side note. So the first thing I can say is you're playing Haku, the new intern, in this office. Now, this office is supposed to maintain galaxies, but somehow or another, you as an intern, you press enter and you deleted an entire universe. So your goal here is to rebuild the world, and that's your specialty as Haku. You're being able to build worlds from scratch. So this game is similar to the other game I covered last month, Panorama. It has the tiles. You earn more points by getting tiles together, and in essence, you want to score the highest score again in this game. So that's the element of the challenge in this game. Now, the So it's going to be another chilled game. It's a little bit darker when you're in the world, but I guess since you're in the galaxy, that would actually make sense. And of course, you're going to score high points. Questions that I have mostly about the game is, how many galaxies can you rebuild? How many times can you rebuild a world to get a higher score? If this is anything, since I'm getting such high like Katamari vibes, you should be able to replay or rebuild a world to get a higher score, because that's what you were able to do in Katamari, because you're able to beat one of your higher score. And I also like to point out their menus as well when you're choosing the world. It also looks like the Katamari game as well in terms of how you choose the world, but I'm not sure which one I'm thinking. I think the one I played was actually on the 360. Again, I'm going off topic. But yeah, I think the game will fill that niche of, placing tiles, great music, and a little bit of story mixed into it as well. Now, number 3, Gourdlets. Oh my god. This game, like from the first moment I placed a tile, it just pulled me in. Oh my god, the train chiming as a new Gourdlets came in. Oh my god, that was amazing. And don't mind how my design came out in the video. I'm very much a free-flowing when it comes to first designing. I don't try to plan too much in the beginning. I try to get a feel for things and how things look, and then I start changing things up later, which makes me want to play this game even more, the final release, because you cannot save in this demo. So when you open up the game, you're literally starting from scratch, which is fine with me. I have no issues with that for right now, because I can try out different things in the demo, which I'm going to play until they pick it back down, I should say. Now, things that I really enjoyed is that you're just building and you're watching. So I called it a snow globe in my top 15 videos top 15 games from Wholesome Direct 2023. So I really like that because I enjoy people watching. So in this sense, I can people watch. I can watch them. And I just love it. I love because you can actually click on one and you can actually follow them around and see what they do. Also, the other thing I like is, I can't believe I'm going to say this. I mentioned it before, fall is my favorite season. And they have fall color trees. And I'm just in love. Like, I'm really hoping, I actually made a suggestion in their Discord server that in hopes that they'll allow you to have multiple saves, because I really, really want to create a seasonal town for each season. That would be my ultimate goal right now in this game, is to have a spring, summer, fall, and winter snow globe, as I'm going to call it, of Gourdlets for me to see and then to see what they do, because you're Gourdlet watching. And this is going to be a new term now, Gourdlet watching. And yeah, so I honestly can't wait for this game. It's a solo dev, and we don't push. Devs release when they feel it's ready. All we can do is spread the word and play the demo and give them any feedback that we can if we find a glitch or something. Now, number 4 on my list is Botany Manor. Now, this game is a walking simulator puzzle game with flowers. There are only 2 demos available in the demo, and I enjoyed it, even if I was frustrated with the first puzzle, because it took me a while to figure out the mechanic of you do one thing in order to do the other thing in order to make it bloom. That's where the disconnect was in my head. Once I figured that out with the first puzzle, the second puzzle was a breeze. And I literally walked everywhere that I could walk. I think the footage is going to be of me walking, because most of what I did was I walked around everywhere. I checked every corner that it would let me. I checked every locked door, just in case. You never know. The door could open. Later on, you just don't know. There's a lock sign. But yeah, my main concern, though, with this game, though, I'm still going to pick up this game. My main concern is going to be how many puzzles are there and how long is the game going to be? And then what's the replayability of this game? Now, that means, and I cannot say I won't still get the game, but that could be a key factor. I know in some people who play cozy games is they want to be able to replay it over and over again. I'm very much the type of person where if I play it once, I'm pretty good with not having to play it again. Other people may not feel the same way, which is fair, but I'm here to at least try to say that those are my concerns for those of you who want to know how long a game is and what the replayability of it is. This game, right now, I don't think it will be, unless they add stuff later on to it. But until it releases, until we know more, we can't say one way or another. But this game definitely is on my list. I love walking simulators with puzzles, and it's logical based, minus somehow the flowers end up blooming. But this is the video game part. We're going to accept it. Now, the last game will be covered is, this is number 5, is Go-Go Town. Now, this is a game which I think they had said today is the 18th of June when I'm recording this, late in the evening. And today's the last day of the demos from what I understand. I could be wrong. Maybe they'll bring it back up for Steam Next Fest, or I misread it. Now, overall, this demo didn't impress me one bit. It is, and I really hate to say this because I know there's a lot of big hype, but I would be the one person who doesn't see the hype behind the game. While it is similar to like Animal Crossing, you know, no stamina, you have inventory limits, you're leaving things on the floor, you know, lack of space in your inventory, which is the big thing in Animal Crossing early game when you're first starting out on your island. I'm talking about New Horizon because that's the new latest one. I didn't get to play the old ones as much back then, but I don't know, I almost have 700 hours in Animal Crossing, and I still think that's like a very low number to probably some of you out there. But yeah, I just was not impressed. There was something about the game that I couldn't put my finger on. I don't know, like at first I was thinking, oh, it's the capitalism behind there because your goal is to make as much money as you can for the company. But I think the main reason why I don't enjoy it, or I didn't enjoy the demo, is because there's no interaction with people in town. You're managing, you're assigning people, you're making sure everybody has, you know, items. I guess this would be early game. I guess at some point you can automate it later on to where they deliver the extra items. But that feels cold to me, and I really didn't enjoy it at all. Now, I'm not going to completely write this game off. It could very well just fill a niche of where you're just there to make a bustling town, make money. It's a management game. But I want to say it's less. It has Animal Crossing-like features, but it's not Animal Crossing to me. Nothing will be Animal Crossing in the sense of just your interaction with those who live on your island or in your town. Like that, it won't beat that interaction you would have with those people, especially here when you're just interacting with workers. I mean, you can high-five people, but it's not quite the same. And I feel like in that sense, it's missing that heart of it, which is why I think I'm not into this game. But also keeping my eye on it and, you know, see where it goes. Maybe they'll add more stuff later on, but I have not seen anything yet about interactions with people who live in your town. Alright guys, those are the 5 demos I am covering for the second video on my demo week. Now, with that being said, what do you think of these games? Is there something you want to add? Is there something I'm missing from these games? Please let me know in the video below. Even if you disagree with me, I'm very open to discussions. That's not a problem. I believe this will help improve games versus bring, you know, any of us down. It's to improve and to talk about how we feel about a game. Before I go, please remember to like and subscribe. It is very appreciative. I really thank you guys for stopping by, watching my videos, and letting me know what you guys think. I really love the comments. I love hearing it. So, you know, keep them coming. And with that being said now, thanks for watching. I'll see you in our next journey.